G'day, it's Richard Musgrave-Evans here. I'm just about to paint a picture of Outback, South Australia on location. Picture of an Outback road about 45 minutes before sunset. Got oil paints, palette knives, Belgian linen. Now I've already put a few white dots just to compose the picture. I just want to get a basic idea on what I want before I start. Once I've got a few ideas of what I want, now it's time to get into it. Right, let's do this. Start with a few darks first, I reckon. Look for the darkest tones that you want, bang them in first. That doesn't mean you always do it that way, it's just a rule that works well. Sometimes you've got to do the opposite. Be prepared to do the opposite. Right, let's put some darks in around where the creek line is. Maybe a bit of dark here where a salt bush is going to go. Stick a dark right in this corner here. Helps to lead your eyes away from the corner when you put something dark there. Okay, now. Yeah. Let's go with brown and green. Painting the dark of the foliage of the major trees in. Now I've got the trees randomly spaced. You don't want any even pattern. Keep everything varied. Try to keep it varied. Right, there's the darks. Now some of the shadows on the road through here. Making up a basic colour. A little green. Bit of brown, just to kill the colour off a tiny bit. I like it being colourful, but you've also got to do realism as well as colour, otherwise it'll look like a lollipop. That's what's good about working on site. You get the perfect combination of realistic but also colourful. It looks a bit crazy what I'm doing here. I've got tape around the edges. I'll pull that tape off later, so it's alright to go with the edges. Now I'm just going to paint the shadow colour of the distant hills. Some sort of tonal thing with that going on. I've already put the horizon line. I've always like to have the horizon line very even, not leaning one way or the other, so it's good to get that exactly right. I've already put the marks there. You can vary a little bit, but if you've got it basically right, it looks good. Now I'm going to stand back here because I've got to check it out. I'll be doing a lot of that, running back and forth as the picture goes on. Right, now I'm going to paint the sky colours. I'm not going to paint exactly what's there. I'm going to paint what I think is going to be there in about 20 minutes. I anticipate what's going to be there, and then when it comes, I'll just readjust it to what it actually is. But if I try and copy what's there now, 20 minutes time it's all going to be different anyway. So I'm going for more of a sunset colour. Love using this big knife. Sometimes I use a slightly smaller one, but this is good. Now this is going to look crazy because it's way too brown at the moment. There's actually a lot of brown towards the horizon on the sunset, believe it or not. I'll put that one down. I like to use this paper towel. I've got a rubbish bag there so I can keep my palette knife constantly clean. Because as I hit the darks, sometimes it goes a bit wacko jacko, so keep it all clean colours. Right, now done with that brownish colour. Going for a bit of yellow ochre. I find there's always a lot of yellow ochre in any sky, particularly evening sky. There's a lot more warm tones in a blue sky than you realise. Flying everywhere. It's getting mucky. Go for another bit of towel. A bit more yellow ochre. Gotta keep it clean over those darks. That's fun doing that. Right. Now I'm actually going to put some of the blue. It's usually to some extent in the sky. It's kind of like a cobalt blue I've got here and yellow ochre at the moment, so it's like a green blue for the lower part of the sky. Yeah, right. Let's scrape all that off, put it to the side. I might need that colour later, but I'll stick it out of the way because there's only so much room you can. Now I'm going to go for a warmer part of the sky, which is up higher. Darker and warmer, so I'll go for a bit of blue with magenta. Nice purple. Blue. Got a bit more white. At the moment they're really jumping against each other, they're completely different in colour, too much. But I'll blend the little buggers, blend them together in a minute. Put some to break up that. Right, go a bit darker for the top. Slightly redder again with magenta. Flies, always flies out here. I'm going right over that tape. I'm going to pull it back later and look beautiful and clean and neat. Hopefully. Just going to stand back. Don't know if you can see, but there's already starting to get a bit more colour on the horizon there, closer to what's there. Changes so quick, that's the thing. Alright. Bit of blending. Got to keep rubbing it clean like that to get the brown off. I'm going to start putting some of that foliage colour, the sunset foliage colour now, before I do too much more blending of any skies. Right, so a bit of that. I might just make up a pale green with a bit of green and viridian green and white. It's pale green. When I mix that with a bit of yellow ochre, it really pops. So I drop half a bit of orange in that. Kind of alright, a bit more green. A bit more orange. Just got to go by feel and what you're seeing and what looks good. Now lightly, you really lightly drag it over the dark, so it grabs a bit of the dark, but not too much. And you keep going random, always different patterns, don't repeat yourself if you can help it. Back in a minute. Oops, mess that up. That happens a lot too, you end up messing it up, so just if it messes up too much, just rub it off and get another colour, so I say. A bit of this sky blue thrown in for the salt bush. Not too much though, you kill the colour. Flies. Okay, let's have a look now. I'm going to paint a bit of that road colour now. I might just take it, paint a little bit thick there, take some of it off. Put that blue out of the way. I like the road colour. Look at that. I'm going for blinking white. Yellow ochre, a bit of orange, a bit of burnt sienna, whatever feels good. A bit of stronger yellow. Stand back a bit. Some of that early shadow colour has gotten a bit lost, but I want some of it in here. Whereas the treads in the road, the pattern of the tyre marks, when the light hits it. Shadows will cast across. I have to put stuff on and smear, you get a real soft edge in. The randomness of and subtleness of nature. Now a little trick I like to do is, around here, where the trees meet the sky, it's all jagged and hard because that's what Pleinair's need to do. The trick is to get your Pleinair cleaned. Just grab on the edge and lightly pull and soften the edges like this. And it pulls the sky and the foliage together. It's more of a natural blend.